This is the Dallas Morning News. It's Thursday, September 12th. A mix of sun and clouds with a little less humidity in Dallas today. The high will be 89, clear tonight with a low of 64. Here are today's headlines. Dallas area rapid transit appointees failed to pass the agency's budget for fiscal year 2025 on Tuesday amid ongoing disagreements on how to approach spending. Committee of the Whole members diverged Tuesday and during an August meeting about whether to proactively reduce its 1.6% year-over-year budget growth in light of member cities' desire to reduce sales tax contributions to DART by a quarter. That growth includes a 5.5% increase in the operating budget. Two motions, one to pass the staff-proposed $1.8 billion budget and one to pass a budget that reduced the operating budget from 5.5% growth to 4.6% growth, failed to reach the required two-thirds vote threshold needed to pass. The committee last month discussed capping next year's operating budget at 3% growth over 2024 and instituting changes to the capital improvement program. Staff originally told the board that would mean eliminating underperforming routes with higher passenger subsidies, and popular with duplicative shuttle and GoLink services. Service and frequency improvements would have been halted, and other cuts would have included department budget reductions and cuts to pension contributions. Budget and Finance Committee members in August asked staff to instead bring back a proposal capping operating growth between 4 and 4.7% without cutting service. The committee also sent the original budget to member cities for review. Next year's staff-proposed budget includes more than $885 million in capital and non-operating costs, $725 million in operating expenses, and $222 million in debt service. That amounts to $19.3 million in reductions from this year. In other news, Tanya Skinner wanted to provide a safe environment for her grandchildren. So in 2021, when she heard about a free Dallas program to remove dangerous lead paint from her home, she jumped at the chance. 3 years later, she is among dozens of residents, many of whom live in southern Dallas, who are still waiting. Despite receiving millions of dollars in federal funding, the city of Dallas has failed to administer the program to remove lead from residents' houses. A Dallas Morning News investigation has found exposure to lead can lead to health problems, especially for young children. In its 2018 application to the U.S. government, the Dallas Housing Department said that nearly 39,000 homes were eligible for lead abatement, and the department's goal was to abate lead in 330 homes. The city promoted the program on its social media accounts, delivered flyers on zip codes 75210 and 75215, and provided an insert in residents' water bills. More than 90 residents asked for help. Only 53 houses were inspected, and only 4 received lead abatement. The city spent about $400,000 from the grant, while about $1.8 million remained unused. That's according to a financial report submitted to the federal government earlier this year. The city returned most of the funds, leaving multiple residents exposed to the effects of lead. The federal grant was intended to target homes built before 1978, primarily homes with children under the age of 6 because their health is particularly vulnerable to lead exposure. Next up, the Dallas Police Department will soon try out a new system to better pinpoint random bursts of gunfire. The City Council on Wednesday approved a 3-year contract for more than $300,000 with Crime Gunshot Intelligence Technologies for its gunshot detection program, FireFLY LE. The system works by alerting a police employee when it picks up on the sound of a potential gunshot. That employee will evaluate the noise, and if they tag it as gunfire, patrol is notified to its possible location. Council members have voiced concerns in recent years about random gunfire in Dallas, with some noting that residents constantly report the problem and complain about feeling ignored. Police usually label random gunfire calls a lower priority. Police officials have said random gunfire happens across the city and often spikes on holidays. So, such gunshots result from celebrating, while others result from people discharging a firearm while intoxicated, or as an intentional violent act. Gunshot detection systems are used across the U.S., but have spurred questions about accuracy, expense, and level of impact. ShotSpotter, one of the most popular, is used in more than 150 cities, but has been rejected by areas such as Atlanta and Portland. In Chicago, one of the largest cities to use it, officials have been immersed in debate about whether to renew their contract. And someone who purchased a Mega Millions lottery ticket in Sugarland is about to really be living the sweet life. A gas station in the Houston suburb sold the winning ticket as the game's jackpot rose to $800 million, valued at roughly $404.2 million in cash. It's the seventh largest jackpot in game history. The ticket was sold at a Murphy USA off Highway 90. It matched all 6 numbers drawn Tuesday night. The white balls 1, 2, 16, 24, and 66, plus the gold mega ball 6. This is the 15th Mega Millions jackpot won in Texas since the state joined the game in 2003. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and for the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more from the Dallas Morning News.